With the bulk of your training coming from snatch, clean and jerk, and of course pulls and squats, the question of what lower body accessories should I do is something I get asked all the time. Accessories are a great way to drive variability into your training, whether it's loading ranges that you don't normally work inside the main lifts or driving specific adaptations such as hypertrophy for specific movements. In today's video, we're going to go over 3 lower body accessories that work well at any phase in the program. I use them for myself and for my own clients, and they seem to work well at any stage in the program. With most lifters spending a lot of time using the barbell in their normal training, completing the main lifts, I would prefer accessories be based away from the barbell. So using dumbbells, single leg variants where applicable, and machines. This is going to help you load in different ranges that you would not normally be exposed to if you were just completing snatch, clean and jerk, pulls and squats all the time and you weren't completing any accessories at all. Number 1, the split squat. In a bilateral sport like weightlifting, there are significant benefits that can be derived from using single leg loading, such as strengthening both sides, especially for athletes that split jerk. The split squat is a great way to drive added hypertrophy into your program, developing your glutes and quads. It's an excellent way to load yourself. Split squats seem to work well, although for athletes who struggle with the coordination of the movement, you can try a Hatfield variation to provide added stability. Laces down is preferred, but toe down can work fine with most of the weight on the front foot. Descend into the split squat, trying to achieve as much range of motion as possible. Mirror your foot position and switch sides. Number 2, the Romanian Deadlift or RDL. Weightlifting program often forgets hamstring dedicated exercises. Besides good mornings, the weights used here are often not enough stimulus to drive any meaningful adaptation. Using an RDL can allow you to load your back and hamstrings to develop your pulling power and develop your hamstrings. One variant I have been enjoying is a B stance RDL. A B stance is where one of the working legs bears the majority of the weight and does the movement, and the other leg holds a supporting role in a kickstand position. To achieve this, stand with your weight on your right foot, place your left foot slightly back behind to the right and off to the side. You should remain on the ball of your foot on the supporting leg. In this position, you can benefit from single loading without compromising balance. Of course, you can still use a regular RDL and you can lift quite heavy in this movement. It's going to be an excellent way to drive hypertrophy in your hamstrings and lower back. But just beware, if you are going very heavy in this movement and you're already pushing your pulls quite hard, it might be something to consider what is going to take priority at what phase in your training. Number 3, back extensions. When it comes to accessories, I often find erectors and lower back are sufficiently loaded during a typical weightlifting program. Back extensions, however, can be a useful tool for working through your erectors, glutes and hamstrings, although I recommend the 45-degree back extension when it comes to practicing this movement. If I had the option, that's the one I would recommend, as you're going to be completing a greater range of motion compared to the GHD variant where my feet are placed higher. The back extension can be a great accessory exercise that also can be implemented into your warm-ups. It's an excellent way to warm up your posterior chain before getting into weightlifting movements or starting your main program. In my own experience, I haven't seen the greatest adaptation to training or the greatest results from practicing back extensions, but I do get a nice feeling or a nice pump in my lower back, and that's definitely why I like doing them. And they've probably been popularized by Chinese weightlifters once again, and with their massive erectors, it's probably made this exercise more popular than it would otherwise have been. Number 4 is a bonus one, and I thought I would just add this in, and that is machines. Machines can also be a great way to load the same muscles used to perform the Olympic lifts without the significant stress that comes from pulls and squats. Something as simple as a leg extension and leg curl can offer a great stimulus for hypertrophy. If you have access to machines and you're performing a weightlifting program, I would highly recommend you use machines. In the context of the lower body accessories, I would highly recommend you guys practice some leg curls, leg extensions. And if you have access to a leg press, I would highly recommend incorporating a leg press throughout your training program where it's applicable, and you can just practice loading in a slightly different range or in a slightly different position, and it might just give you a good feeling and a nice break from the barbell. Let me know what you guys think of these movements in the comments below. I'd be interested to know what you guys use as an accessory in your own weightlifting training, and of course, what movements you think I missed out or could be added into this list. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.